All right, warriors. Thanks for coming around and joining me on this beach walk. Let's do a breathing exercise. It's not going to take but 5 seconds. And what we're going to do is breathe in together and release together. As a loop interrupter, something different, something you haven't seen in other channels. And every one of us has a different way of getting you out of the fog, giving you the instruments and the tools you need so that you can apply it yourself as a lifestyle change, whatever that remedy may be. Apply it. Try it once, and if other channels have a different idea, see what works for you. Look, every coach out there, if their heart is in the right place, understands that we're not going to capture nor become that instrument, that voice of reason. But if their heart is in the right place, they're going to want to direct you to whomever it is that carries that voice of reason and resonates with you. To calm your anxiety and open your mind and eyes to understand you have total control. You have total control of the Hoover. I know it sounds hard to fathom right now, but remain resolute in your healing, and you have up until this point. Not everybody can even stomach the subject of self-healing. Many will surrender and give in. If you can't win against them, join them, is the attitude. You are different. In this awareness, you come to realize the only reason the world seems to be looking like the majority of corruption and toxicity is because of choices you made with whom you surround yourself with. Warriors, it's the minority that screams the loudest, wanting acceptance from the majority. Open your eyes, do the breathing exercise, and welcome to a brand new world. One you had no idea existed, just like when you first discovered the word narcissist. Let's take a walk on the beach line. Let's laugh together, talk together, share a couple gut punches, some bitch slaps, eye openers, and what to prepare ourselves for, because it's coming. It's going to happen. It's a part of the playbook. And it never ends. It's just a new entity in a different skin suit with a different approach, waiting in line, starving, and doing their level best to hide. Warriors, indulge me. Let's do this breathing exercise and talk about how we can defend ourselves, grow, and become better. We're pretty much done with trying to figure out why the narcissist does what they do. It's not for us to even deal with. That's their problem. We're here for you. Let's do this together, warriors. Breathe in deep, 5 seconds, and release. And if a commercial comes on, don't forget to release slowly. 5 seconds. Come on, let's do this. Release slowly. All right. Warriors, narcissists and desperation, but desperations sounds a whole lot more better. Bestisheries. Everyone, including the narcissist, reaches a crossroads, a choice to make. The choice they make is to live in the lie, and you become the bane of their existence. And this is why. They know, just like you know, what toxicity is and what love isn't. Flip the script. They know what authenticity is and unconditional love. They know it exists because they got to dwell in the house of love. You got to dwell in an insane asylum, surrounded by these dumb fucks. But your lesson is totally opposite. You learn to avoid and identify, not even be argumentative, because an immature mental mindset doesn't argue to learn, they argue to waste your time. And also pinpoint how they can provoke you to flip your own ghetto switch, so they can use that as a tool to prove all the lies they tell on you. You, on the other hand, learn how to avoid. They will never find your replacement, and this is their karma. Their torment is to understand that it exists, but you're not a dime a dozen. You're not everywhere. You see, you don't chase, you replace. They chase, constantly comparing you to everyone and realizing it's futile. As they go from connection to connection, believing that they have options and that people like you exist, they realize you're an endangered species, an enigma to the world. Unlike no other, though. Especially those that were in LTRs with you, long-term relationships. Or what I like to say, relationships in your eyes. In their eyes, it was a relationship. One they realized they sabotaged. The crossroads is this. They now come to the realization in every connection that they're sleeping with the enemy, and it becomes more WORSTERESTEZ with every connection. Many of them, by now, they've done received several ass beatings. Because that's what the world has to offer. Soon, they have to come to this crossroads. Having to choose between the best pair of shitty drawers in the hamper. The one that beats them the less, if you will. This is when they're going to want to switch sides, warriors. This is the Hoover. They will be in a total relationship with someone else or many others, many someone else's, right? All the while trying to open the door with you. And the approach comes in this way. They're going to come trying to show you proof that they are a victim and that what they did to you in discarding you was under duress and they were lied to by their karmic connection. That witchcraft was used against them to convince them that you were the toxic one and that they wanted to leave you before you left them, and they were lied to. Warriors, they use this excuse because it's worked with others. Just long enough for them to come back and either steal something they knew you had and they need to give to another, or so they can get more wind in themselves, elevate their self-esteem so they can make the next monkey jump. Warriors, they'll extend an olive branch covered in thorns, a poison ivy in disguise. They're quick to change sides in their own mind, and if they know you can't be approached because you've gone shock and awe on that ass, then they'll send the flying monkeys. And you need to be super careful, because the flying monkeys are the enemy as well. But get this, the flying monkeys also will put on like they switch sides. They come telling you half truths. Truths you already know. Either you witnessed those truths or your intuition screamed it. Let me tell you something. If you're in doubt and you feel in your heart of hearts something's going on, it's time to start trusting it. Some of you were blessed without having to witness the obvious. You were saved from having to heal from witnessing the obvious. Stop going down that damn rabbit hole. It's not something you want to see. Some of you can't stomach it, and that's why you were saved from witnessing it. Look, not everybody's cut out for the front battle line. Some of you had to be medics, cooks, supply, support. Your ops operates the same way. Many narcissists left certain individuals untouched because they knew that they were the only ones that would have confidence in you and with you to still have an open door. They're going to school them on how to approach and bring the subject up, because they want to test the waters to see if you're approachable, to see if there's a potential for collaboration, because they, in their arrogance, can't handle direct rejection. So I want to inform you of these truths, because some of you have already experienced them, some of you have not yet, but will. Don't dismiss it. Just understand it's a communication that may be around the corner or being orchestrated as we speak, as we're taking these badass walks on the beach. Warriors, another thing to understand in identifying narcissists off the hoof is this. Every now and again, you're going to be in a circle of a conversation, and or you'll be able to kind of not eavesdrop, but pay attention, right, to as you're eating or at work, at lunch or whatever. Things to pay attention to are this. Narcissists aren't going to come out right and say they're narcissists, but their conversations say, and their body language, their mannerisms say a lot, speak a lot. Ever hear a group of narcissists bragging about how they took advantage of the system? Ever hear them talk about how they're getting away with collecting unemployment, or how they faked an injury to collect disability, or how long they've been living off the system, food stamps, welfare, Section 8 housing? Or ever hear of them took advantage of the PPP loans? And then, when they get caught, they come humming a different tune all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden they are the victim, and the system is turned against them, trying to justify why they deserved the handout. And some of them cry in this way: can you believe they're doing this to me right around the holidays? As if deserving empathy for taking advantage of a system for years. Their next con is communicating victimization. You're not a victim, warriors. It's why when those conversations come up, you immediately identify them as toxic and avoid the introduction. Warriors, no one deserves a free ride. No one deserves understanding. And no one gives a shit about your feelings. No one knows this more than the narcissist dealing with another narcissist. You want to know what boundaries are, what standards are, what it is to posture defensively? I want you to start paying attention. Observe, now without absorbing now, how narcissists defend themselves against other narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, how they defend themselves from being exposed, how they defend the lie, and how aggressive and explosive they are to cause a distraction. Now, what I want you to do is now, with your intellectual capacity of thought, to realize you have dominion over the animals and also those with no soul, and how you can use their tactics against their own, because they do it already against each other. If it works for them, it applies to you. You see, it's no fun when the rabbit finds the gun, but you're going to do it intelligently, in a way that even the narcissist can't help but smile and walk away, gritting their teeth deep down inside. Kind of goes like this. Forced. Because they know the next one that speaks loses the conversation. Warriors, flip the script, and look, you don't have to take it from me. Listen to your discernment as you're watching other content creators. And if you feel uneasy, don't waste your energy and time remarking, unsubscribe, and find another channel. It's not worth even wasting a breath or typing in remarks your energy to give your opinion. Because even those content creators that you feel in your gut of guts are narcissists are being fed. Don't waste your time. You're better than that. It's why you experience this journey. Remember, you also are at a crossroads. There are no coincidences. Each step, each breath you take is a test. I pray you pass your test. I don't pray that you not be given the tests. Because to be untest worthy is to have been forgotten by the divine. You're tested because you're worth stumbling. And these demons seek a promotion from Satanas, Lucifer, Satan, Yah has given even the devil permission to test his servants. But remember something, even the devil has to ask for permission to test you. Continue in your path. Pass your tests. As long as you stay in your lane, meditate and fast and call out the name of your divine, the one that keeps you on that straight and narrow, the one that has made you a great friend to me. One day we'll find each other, warriors, be it here or in another place. Either way, it's an honor to fight this battle and join forces in breaking generational curses that have been passed down from generation to generation. How does it feel, warriors, to be born again and know that your name now carries with it the respect it deserves, and you carried it, you alone, as others carrying your very name try to destroy you and your faith. May the love you carry in your heart never be put out. I know it damn near became a flicker, but because you believed in yourself and understanding you alone did this. You don't believe me? Okay. Who's there with you? Who's been with you? Who's there with you now? I'm waiting. Damn, I need to cut these nails. Yeah. Names elude me too. That's why I'm proud of you. That's why I need to remind you. Yeah, it takes your breath away. But you got a whole nother world to meet. Billions of beautiful people waiting to see you. But you first must become that which you expect in others. Do that. It's not my promise, it's the truth. The gospel truth. Your light will be noticed. You will attract both evil and the light. Now you know the difference between evil and the light, but you first had to learn and see evil and experience it, because there was no way living in a protective bubble that you would ever understand it. You want an example? Countless therapists out there are surface level, academically taught, but haven't worn the boots on the ground. Many of you have experienced their couch and got nowhere. And now you're listening to folks like me. I'm not a doctor, psychologist, a therapist of any kind. A surfer who loves life, a combat warrior who appreciates saving life instead of taking it. And yet you will learn more from your fellow warriors than you will from someone who doesn't have the experience and all the knowledge, surface level. Watch what you feed your mind, guard your hearts. But don't you ever let that flame of love and that soft underbelly of yours to ever be surrendered again. You're a phoenix rising. When narcissists try to cause you harm, all they did was made your name known. They're a walking advertisement for your authenticity to be witnessed. People they want to recruit now know your name and investigate. And you win them over and don't even know them. They side for you against the evil that tried to recruit them. A band of brothers, misfits, and you're healing them by actions. This is narcissist karma. Thank you for the outpouring of support, warriors. For the tribal support team in the office, the girls in the office, for myself and others in the remarks, for praying for each other around the world. Some of you have been following me for years and have returned, not as survivors, but speaking as conquerors. A testimony to what you've applied as a lifestyle change, and also offering insights for each other to save any future butt hurt from the setups. Thank you for being strong enough to be able to observe the devil's playground and tiptoe around as you bitch slap the devil and whisper in his ear. Another demon's mask just slipped. I wish a bitch would. Warriors, you're the one to be feared. Drink your coffee. Shave. For you women, do your thing. You know, the stuff. Dress to the nines and get out there and own it. Carry that smile. It's your grin now that they have to worry about, because you have no routines and you don't express yourself trustingly without merit. Narcissists will beg you to trust them without earning it, and they know when they see a warrior or meet one. Without you ever having to fight a battle or defend truth, they will avoid you, because you don't carry the mark of a target. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. Namaste.